Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back, Kevin. How you doing? Okay, what am I doing here? Absolutely, my friend. By the way, Alex, question. Up all night or just woke up? That's my question for you, brother. It will be a full body Devastator, brother, but just working on half of it for now. Looking at toys right now. Toys right now. Yeah. Well, you're a busy dude, man. You still working on the on ROM? Are you still, or are you finished that one? Is this another commission? No, no, no. This is just for me. Just for me, because I haven't done one of these in a while. So, might tilt his head up a little bit, make him look up. Might make his head smaller. Oh boy, half done issue 4, then on to issue 5. Look at that. Hardest working man in comics. And most consistent, my friend. There you go. How you doing, Eric? Morning. Good morning. Good morning, y'all. Good morning, y'all. Do 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 do. Hey, Dermody, how you doing, buddy? How you doing, bud? That was interesting when I said bud. I half wanted to say bro and half wanted to say bud. What a bud. Alan Reyes from Twitch said that was a long call. It absolutely was, and a very exciting one. A very, very, very exciting call. I wish I could tell you guys what happened in that call, but extremely, extremely exciting. So, there you go. Oh, yeah, Alex, I'd love to see those pages, bro. Bring them on. There you go. Good morning, Arthur. How you doing? I might go straight to ink with this. Not sure if I'm going to do my standard, oh, look at my big fist pose. usually when I do these things, it's the big fist in the front and then the gun in the back. I'm doing well, Darmody. Doing well, my friend. I hope it does hold up, Darmody. By the way, the winners of all of the contests I've run, I am sending out all of your stuff tomorrow. Okay, we'll all go out tomorrow. For some of you, I'm just waiting for the prints of the Star Wars thing. I was just waiting for that so I could send it out. So that will be sent out tomorrow. And then the others, I was just waiting so I could just send everything out at once. I only have to go to the post office once. So it's coming, my friends. It's coming. Huito, I am doing really well. How are you, my friend? Doing well. I don't know if I should do what kind of background should I do. I'm gonna actually do a background for this. Maybe do construction site. Maybe. Kind of makes sense here. Hi, chat. There you go. Any tips on proportions? Practice. Um, um, what is it they say? They say the rules for proportions. I've heard, like, if you want to draw an everyday type character, it's 8 heads high. If you want to draw a superhero like character, it's 9 heads high. That's according to the old Bart Sears. I don't know if any of you are old enough to remember this. Alex would. He was with me growing up in that era. The Wizard magazine era. Bart Sears would say that. That was one of the... Any of you guys remember those old Bart Sears tutorials in Wizard magazine? Now that's a way before a lot of your time. A lot of your time, but used to live on those tutorials. The Bart Sears one, the Jim Califor ones. Brutes and Babe. Anyone remember those? Oh, see, Tony remembers. There you go. Oh, he did, eh? Bart Sears did a cover for the ROM TF book. How does it look, Alex? I'll have to check that out. I'll have to check that. Hugh said, how do you normally do your prints? Do you go through a company online? No, I don't. I have a printer. She's in Scarborough. She takes care of me. So... But man, I wish I could tell you guys about that call I just had. That was a pretty awesome call. Woo! Have to keep it secret. But taking Alex's advice, and thank you for your advice, buddy. Probably, I'll definitely do that with the faces. You know, keep them a little bit more simple, a little bit more expressive for the faces. The Devastator here looks expressionless. Robson Inc., how you doing, man? Robson Inc. is here. Did you make your deadline, bro? Did you make your deadline? And he says, go check out Spider-Man Deadpool number 19 out tomorrow. Awesome, bro. That's out tomorrow, and while you're there, go pick up the retailer incentive for Transformers Still All 1 number 11. That's out tomorrow, too. Get those plugs in, my friend. Get those plugs in. Alex, any of your books coming out tomorrow? Oh boy. Let's see here. Big T's. That's right, Kevin. Thank you. Let's see here. Will your podcast series on YouTube or will the channel on the podcast app? I will. We do plan on having it on iTunes and all of that stuff. We are looking into that stuff. I think we might broadcast it live this afternoon. We'll see. I'll talk to Mark about it. We might broadcast it live. By the way, Alex, I would love to have you on the podcast, sir. I would love to have you on the podcast. See if we could get together. Well, let's see if me and my podcast partner, if we could get our stuff together first and figure out how it is. Because if ever we get you on, brother, it would be we want to make sure it's all professional, you know. Let's see here. Okay, Alex's is the 19th of July. Okay, it's right after TFCon. There you go. So pick up Alex's book. Alex is drawing Transformers, ROM Transformers. It's called ROM Transformers. And pick up Alex's cover, not the Bart Sears cover. Alex says, "I'm going to do black and white or colored." I'll probably just, for this one, just black and white. The colored one, I'll probably get my friend Kieran to color it for me. Or he'll, again, like he does the initial colors, and then I'll do some effects on top, but probably won't do too much to it. Now this most detailed drawing is a little bit different than the like the Metroplex one and the Unicron one, because if you think about it, yeah, Metroplex is a city, Unicron is a planet, so they connotate a lot of that extra detail. For something like Devastator, yes, Devastator's huge, but at the same time, he wouldn't have the level of detail that those guys would have. But it's not like I won't try. There you go. Talon doesn't want to go to bed. 3 a.m., which means you are on the West Coast. West Coast, there you go. Hi, Andre. How you doing, buddy? Will the drawing... Yep, Alan, you say Alan's in both chats. There you go. So yes, but Alan, this will be black and the part you'll see streamed is black and white, but it will be colored eventually, okay? So just wait for the colors. Though you won't see the colors, you won't see it on YouTube because I'm getting someone else to color it for me. So Robson Inca's here. Yes. Hooham in Twitch. How you doing, buddy? He says, love your content. Loving it for over a year now. Thank you so much. Thank you. So, Robson, are you taking a break from the pages now? Well deserved 4th of July day off. Are you from the UK, by the way, Robson? I was looking at your store, and then, of course, everything is in pounds, right? So, naturally, I can't afford any of them. But, so, are you from the UK, brother? Hi, Fernandez. How you doing? Welcome. Have I done an interview with my colorist? No, I have not. Though he's in New Zealand, so it'd be pretty interesting trying to get together. Though we probably could. Like it's 6 o'clock in the afternoon, and there. So they gave you an extra day. That's good. You needed it for 5 pages. That's good. Yes, you are, Spartax. Spartax, you're funny. Let's go. Did I hear Devastator? Yes, you did. Resonance Gundam, how you doing, brother? Hey, look, I think I'm almost ready to start inking this part here. As you can tell, I'm just gonna make it up as I go along. I do have a toy here that I'm looking at for samples of detail. So I might. This is one of those cases where I might go back and forth between the sketch pen and the ink. So. How long will I be up for? Probably a couple hours. I have to bring my kids to, they're going to a camp today. So, will I do another artsy challenge? And if you, Artie, I assume you mean Artie Games challenge? Can you do a creator of the app? Hey, Tony, how you doing? Thank you, brother. There you go. So why did I pick the first combiner? Just for fun. Just for fun. And I won't lie, and Alex will know this, it doesn't hurt that the voice of Devastator, he's going to be at TFCon next week, so I thought, why not join the crowd and make a Devastator print so everyone will have tons to choose from. But I've been meaning to do a Devastator print for a long time, especially Devastator is one of the more popular characters out there, especially the combiner characters, so... There you go. Wasn't an Optimus Prime the most detailed drawing? No, it wasn't. It wasn't. I wouldn't consider that most detailed drawing. Sparax, love you too, my friend. There you go. RVFE. 2:04 in the afternoon for Ahmed. There you go. So, Alrighty, Joe says he's beginner artist. Can you give me some advice to what to learn first? The basics. The basics, I would say to you. Draw a lot from life. And I know Robson doesn't like me saying that, but I would suggest draw a lot from life because it has to feel like life. And, like, eventually you'll find your style. Like Robson Inc. found his style. And good on him, you know. Yesterday, Robson, I was looking at a bunch of your stuff. Your stuff is phenomenal, brother. But I would suggest, you know, look at life. Try to learn the rules before you break them. That would be my suggestion. As an art teacher, that would be my suggestion to you. Check out, learn how to draw, and learn how to draw everything, okay? Not just people, like not just superheroes and all that. Learn how to draw everything. Trees, buildings. Go to the park and draw everything you see. Go to the zoo, go to the zoo. I love going to the zoo. Sit down and try to draw some animals. Like, draw everything you see. What you're trying to do is capture life and capture a feeling, Two things you're trying to do there. Your interpretation of life, however you interpret it, whether that be in a cartoony style, whether that be in a realistic style, whether, that's what you're trying to do. You want to make people to believe that, that reality. And depending on what art you want to go into, then I could, recommend more specific type things. But if you were just starting off, that's what I would suggest to you. Start drawing from life, and then, read a lot of books, look at a lot of artists, but draw from life. Why did I give Devastator an Autobot symbol? Why am I giving him an Autobot symbol? Force of habit. There you go. Do I have to learn physics or astrophysics to learn how to draw sci-fi stuff? If so, I'm in huge trouble. There you go. Oh boy. So I don't know, guys. Me and Mark will talk about it today, or Jonathan will talk about it today. But maybe we will do it live, and it'll be fun because then we can take live questions. But the subject of today's podcast will be, well, we're gonna have two podcasts. We're gonna try to film two. The first one will be about our art careers, like I mentioned before. So any questions you would have specifically about our art career. Now, we will have separate podcasts about my advice about breaking into comics and all of that, and maybe we'll even have some guests on for that one. But this one's specifically just an introduction podcast, so pretty much introducing who we are and our personal goals in art. So our podcast will be essentially, it's like it's for artists, okay, or people who want to get into art. So it won't be for everybody. It won't be and once we get the hang of it, once we get get it down, maybe we'll start foraying into do more a geek style podcast. So we talk more about movies and comic books and anything in the geek realm, as you would like to say. But that's later on. We're gonna get our feet wet first by doing this more art-centric, more niche type podcast that will cater to those who want to have more career in art, which makes sense. Like, I'm an art teacher, right? An art teacher, just something for you guys to listen to whenever you're drawing, or when if you get time, or if you're working out, whatever, that kind of thing. So. Hugh and Aird. So it's told by Matt Hawkins, an editor from Top Cow, to take some life drawing classes, and I couldn't agree more. And that's for everybody, no matter what skill level you are. I would suggest taking life drawing classes. As you guys know, one of my influences is a guy named Stephen Platt, a big artist back in the '90s, or late '90s, early 2000s, and even him, when we talked, because he visited the company I was working for at the time. And we talked, and he said one of the biggest things was, for him, was life drawing. And if you've seen his art, if you've seen his art, it would not connotate life drawing if you see his style, right? Because it's interesting. It's like hyper detailed but cartoony at the same time, and you wouldn't think that about his work. But yeah, life drawing, learning how the body flows and all that stuff. Again, it's one of those things. Learn the rules first before you break them. Learn all the rules first. So. Right on. I agree. I agree, Robson. Yours and Todd's, you have a very, very similar style. And tell Todd I would love to collab with him one of these days. There you go. Love to collab with him one of these days. I'd love to, and I'd love to collab with you too, Robson. We should do a collab one of these days. That'd be a lot of fun. And again, Robson, I want you on the podcast if you ever get the chance. I'd love to interview on the podcast. Especially a guy working in Marvel Comics today and what's that's like today. Like that would be a lot of fun. Yeah, Stephen Platt's Moon Knight? Yeah, I remember. Like, I loved his Moon Knight. What got me about... I really, really love his Soul Saga. I really loved when he did Soul Saga. It was just unfortunate that, it wasn't regular, his Soul Saga. But I really loved when he did Soul Saga. But I think Stephen Platt's Soul Saga, that's more the style I'm more influenced by than his Moon Knight style. Is a Moon Knight. Oh, there you go. Robson's happy to come on the pod. We would be happy to have you, my friend. We would be happy, more than happy to have you. Robson's heavily influenced by Capullo, J. Scott Campbell, and Todd Knock. Right on, man. Good on you, Robson. That's awesome. That's awesome. And those are great heroes to have, for sure. What time is it for you over there, Robson? Are you in the UK, Robson? I'm not sure if you answered that already. What's my favorite combiner? That's a good question. I love the aerial bots. The aerial bots, they were cool when I was a kid. Used to love them a lot. But I guess I'd go with Devastator. Can't go original. Let's see here. Will the epic music return? Hell, absolutely, Helios. Don't worry. But here's the difference. I probably will do a video in the style of my other most detailed drawing evers, but I will have one where it's an edited version of this live stream. So, yeah, I enjoy the Prophet run too. It's just it's too bad he wasn't consistent with it. If you guys read, like Rob Liefeld's comments on Platt recently, they're pretty salacious. Those comments weren't that recent, maybe 2 years ago, but oh boy. Bruticus is pretty cool. I like Bruticus too. Yeah. What is this podcast? 11 a.m. in the UK. Okay, awesome, bro. Awesome. And good morning to you, my friend. Good morning. How many pages you got left? Okay. I went way too much on this this is more than I usually do for this. So let's see. Kevin P. West says Todd Knack is very helpful to new artists. He answers many questions for me. Awesome. Yeah, absolutely. Does great live streams for sure. Oh, well, just one page left. Robson is the home stretch. In the home stretch, there you go. 5:14 for residence. So he is an hour behind me. So you are in the Midwest, right? Is there advantage using red pencil over blue? The advantage is you guys can see it better. You guys can see it better. That's the biggest advantage. Okay. Sorry, I'm just checking my stream, making sure it's okay. 12 o'clock for Gene? 12 in the afternoon or in the morning? Same for Casper. I think you guys are in the same place. Okay. Alright. All my most detailed drawing evers look the same. Same pose. Right on. Yeah, Robson uses red. I remember the first guy I saw using red, a dude named Hugh Rockwood. When I was working at this, let's say working, I was part of this studio way back in the day. This is like mid-90s. I was part of the studio. It was called Shock Studios back in the day. Let me think of anyone of... I'm trying to think if any one of them actually made it in comics. A couple of my friends, they're regulars on the convention circuit, but I'm thinking everyone actually made it. Maybe a dude named Dave Watkins. I think he made it. There's a dude named Christian Zanier who did a lot of Top Cow stuff. But many made it. But anyway, my buddy Huey, he was the first one I ever saw using the red pencil when it came to drawing. And then I couldn't figure out how to take it out. But now I know how to take it out easier, so it's not that big a deal. The podcast we're talking about is the one that me and Jonathan we're going to be doing. We're going to be starting today. Okay, so again, guys, if you guys have any questions that you would like to ask us, please, if you could send them, if you could tweet them to us, just tag me on Twitter and ask your question. Okay, and then we'll try to answer your question. If you wanted to put the hashtag AskBOA, but then we realized that's also a hashtag for Bank of America. So, so if you want to put that hashtag, that's fine, but tag me. Maybe that's even more important. So there you go. Thank you, LW Games. Thank you very much. Would you draw the new version of Megatron in the last nights? We'll see. I'm not sure. Oh, congratulations, Gene. Gene has a bachelor. Congratulations. Congratulations. That's awesome. And that takes a lot of hard work, too. So good on you. Good on you. Okay, let me just get another version of Devastator up here. I'm just trying to see the little shoulder details. Yeah, we're going over. There you go. Ask BO artist, maybe, if you want to. All right. Hello, Swordfire Guy MC. Welcome, my friend. Welcome. Let's just answer it. Gene hasn't seen Transformers 5 yet. I haven't either. I haven't either yet, so. That's true, Robson. Robson says, comics is a test of on how well you handle deadlines, not a test of skill and talent. Well, skill and talent on the deadline, you know? But I think, I'm not sure if you would agree with me there, Robson. I mentioned this before. When I was doing comics, or like on a full-time book, everything I did was roughly about, on a good day, maybe about 70% of actually what I wanted to do with these pages, but there's just no time. But then again, you know me, I want to get all the lines in as I can with every page, but you know, just felt like there was never enough time to do exactly what I wanted to, so yeah, I had to pick and choose my spots, right? That's the way comics is, you know. Hey Kirk, how you doing, buddy? All right, Amas is going to be at Amas, and we're also going to be at London Super Comic Con. Nice. Gene's saving his money for saving the money for homecoming. Good, good. Am I gonna be streaming for a while longer? Probably for another hour and a half. I gotta bring the kids to their they're going to camp today. Going to camp, so gotta bring them, and then I'll be back. Though I might do a I won't be doing this all day. I might be doing a fast draw later today, guys. So I haven't done one. I didn't do one last week, so I got to do one this today. And I'm hoping to make it a little bit longer today. Usually I go for about an hour. I want to go a little bit longer. By the way, some of you were suggesting I go longer with my time, and the reason I don't want to do that is because it kind of takes away. Because I found 5 minutes was too long. It felt too long. There was no what's it called? There was no what's the word I'm looking for? Drama. There was no drama. Right, so, oh boy. LW Game says, this song might sound weird, but I like the look of drawings when they're rough sketches. Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you. There's just some sort of energy about it sometimes, right? So. Okay, I think I'm going to go into ink now. And I'm just going to make up stuff as I go along. Like, there's little details here. Like, there's a lot of different Devastator toys I'm looking at here. And a lot of them have a lot of different details to them. Okay, I think I'm going to go into ink now. That's me. You can hear myself. A lot of different details in there. So, before I do that, though, I might... let me Instagram. Let me get on the Snapchat. Go Snapchat and then Instagram. Okay, just laid this out this morning here, and I'm about to go into inks. So yeah, you can join me on YouTube to see me ink. Just doing the social medias. Just laid this out this morning here. That's me. I'm about to go into inks. Story. There you go. Movie's really bad, eh? Hey, Robson, did you hear about that guy about a month ago or 2 months ago? He was like really behind on his comic book deadline, and then he went to the con and it was doing commission sketches, and then his editor found out that he went to the con instead of doing the pages. They called him out on Twitter. You remember that? I forgot who that was. That's pretty hilarious. Hold on, guys. Just 1 second. I'm just going to put this on my... Add to my story. All right. Yeah. That was a few months ago. Like, oh, come on, man. You got to be smarter than that. Because he tweeted out, oh, I'm available for commissions. And his editor's like, you are? Oh, man. Not smart, guys. That's something you do not do if you want to stay in comics. Okay. Let's see there. What's my favorite game? Altered Beast. Double Dragon. There you go. Oh, you know what I'll say? Hold on 1 second. Let me just grab my let me just grab my French curve here. I would say Splinter Cell Blacklist, just because I worked on it. There you go. Altered Beast. You got to be old to remember that game. I'll tell you that much. That was one of the first games I've ever owned. Was Altered Beast. Yeah, I worked on Splinter Cell Blacklist. I worked on the. I was with the cinematics team. I was a storyboard artist for the cinematics team. So it was cool. I got to go on. I got to go on all the motion capture shoots and all that stuff. So there you go. Mortal Kombat. There you go. Okay, what am I gonna work on first here? Maybe I'll do the head first here. Just trying to see what I want to do. Question for you, my friends, to my Transformers fans here. Am I going to do Devastator with the sunglasses or Devastator with the eyes? I'll let you guys vote. Devastator with the sunglasses, Devastator with the eyes. Sunglasses? Okay. The people have spoken. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Eyes are making a comeback. Okay, looks like glasses. Okay. Classic. Okay, so this is gonna be a hybrid. This will be definitely a hybrid of classic and not classic, but let's keep the head, at least the head classic, okay? There you go. LW Games said eyes twice. Eyes under the glasses. There you go, Alex said. There you go. I'm here to please everybody. Let's do that then. Eyes, eyes. Young critic wants the. Young critic really wants eyes. There you go. Sunny side up glasses. Yeah, you guys are funny. Okay, maybe I'll use a smaller. Let me use the 2. I'll use the 2. Where's my? By the way, guys, you guys should read Riddy Kung. Riddy Kung's doing a comic of me, and it's pretty hilarious. You guys go check out Riddy Kung's comic of me. It's hilarious. Afro. Okay. 2 and 3. I don't want to use the 3. Oh, there's my 1. It's over there on the side. Got my 1 on the side. Why do I have the earphone in? I don't know why I'm wearing an earphone. It's not like I'm listening to music or anything. You make it my Bob Ross Devastator. Take care, Gundam. Take care. Alright, let's start with the nose. Everyone's favorite. I just realized I'll put you guys here. Let's see here. Make sure it looks okay. There you go. Hi, Christy. How you doing? I'm drawing a Transformers Devastator. Devastator. So I'm going a little bit less detail on the face here. Little bit. There you go. Yes, you are, Amos. Amos. I keep calling you Amos. Sorry, brother. I forgot. Amos. Amos. And Amos is a phenomenal artist. Go check him out, Robson, when you get the chance. Oh, thank you, Young Critic. Young Critic, like my Thomas Wayne Batman. Thank you very much. Thank you. Amos. Amos. Right now I'm just putting stuff just for the sake of putting stuff. So we're doing glasses, right? Or eyes under glasses? We should do glasses. LW Games, careful now. There we go. There you go. Glasses it is. It's too late now. Sealed in ink. Sealed in ink. There you go. Do-do-do-do-do. I might do something special here on the sides here, but do you ever wish your sketch was in black ink? No, no. Because you imagine how this looked, how this would look in black ink. It would be all lines everywhere, and all that stuff wouldn't be clean for sure. Okay. Make sure I get the right headdress here. I just pull up my toy reference here, guys. Just give me a second here. Oops, that's the same reference I had. Glasses. I want some glasses. I gotta pull up the original box art here. That's what I'm gonna do. Original box art has eyes. Here's the one I was looking at. Here you are. That's the one I wanted. There you go. Oh boy. Put the glasses because it makes them cool. Okay, take care, Rory. Take care. There you go. Too late. Too late. Maybe I'll have a variant version of this. With eyes, without eyes. Yeah, this French curve is kind of funny. The line, you can tell it's old. The line quality is not very good on the side here. It's all messed up a little bit, but I actually don't mind it because it actually gives it a little gives the lines a bit of what's it called life to them. Like it's not so straight. Simon has a question. What do you do when you get stuck and with what you need to do next to improve? Is that more like you don't know what else you need to improve, or you're not, or you don't, or you're not happy, or you're not improving as much as you want to? I'm just trying to figure out your question there, Simon. Let's see here. 1/4 portion. 1/4 portion. Thank you, Constantine Stefan. Thank you very much. He likes my TF drawings. Oh boy. So this is one of those parts here, guys. Over here, this is where it's left up to interpretation. I can put all sorts of junk in here if I want to. Put all sorts of stuff in here. And it would still work. Let's see. Did I see Grimjaw asked, did I see Forces of Destiny? I did see it. Very short, right? Very, very short. It's only like 2 minutes. But you know, it's fun little, you know, fun little short. How do you practice drawing Transformers? By you keep practicing. Drawing a lot of vehicles. You learn how to draw a lot of vehicles, a lot of... You know, and you got to really understand perspective, because you're dealing with I teach a course on structural drawing. So like having a different what happens when you have different objects, then they're all tilted and they're all, you know, going in all different, you know, directions and all that. They don't go to the same vanishing points. You know, it's one of those type of deals. What do you do then? You have to understand that if you're going to draw robots properly, because you got all these hard surface edges here. Like, if you don't understand structural drawing that well, you could be in a lot of trouble. And I'm sure my buddy Alex here, who's one of the most prolific Transformers artists, like we both took technical illustration in college, so perspective is our thing. Like, I think we understand it extremely well, and I'm pretty sure that helped both of us with our Transformers art career. So if you want to draw robots, you have to fully understand perspective, or you're gonna it's tough. It is extremely tough. So if you don't have perspective down, get your perspective down. Then drawing multiple objects and scenes and all that kind of stuff, that helps a lot. But believe it or not, proportions of humans, that's very important as well. Anatomy is very important as well, the way you put things together. So let's see here. How do I color the work? Digital or traditional? Digital. All digital. As you guys know, I don't know Copics that well. Alex still makes fun of me for not knowing Copics that well. And I did promise you guys that I will learn on this channel along with you. I will learn how to do them Copics. I will learn how to do the Copics. Yep, absolutely, Alex. You could definitely bend it a bit once you understand perspective. Just like everything else. Once you know the rules, then you could break them. Then you could exaggerate, especially if you could start exaggerating, which is actually really important. But so, I also feel though sometimes people like they don't want to learn the rules. They don't want to learn the basics, and then they cover it by style. They say, "Oh, that's just my style." Oh, that's you know. But no, you could tell. You could tell the people who know the basics and then are, you know, breaking the rules, and those who don't really know the basics at all, and their drawing's just bad. There's a huge difference. So this drawing for fun or work? Verdisco 0300. Verdisco 0300. This is for fun. This is my definition of fun. My definition of fun. We're having some fun, drawing lots of lines. I did, Grimjaw. I did. Let's see. Form is the most important part of drawing. Absolutely, Robson. Absolutely. Yep. James, will you have a full-time job? Nope. That's why I'm broke. No, I'm not broke. We're doing okay. We're fine. But no, I don't have a full-time job. Though I'll admit to you guys, there are some interesting things that are going on in terms of that. We'll see. I haven't really fully decided what to do yet. As you guys know, I was looking at going back to work earlier in after Alamo, but then that kind of fell through. But it might come back on again. I'm not sure. I honestly don't know what I'm gonna do guys, if I'm going to go back to work or not. I do have a special project that I'm going to be working on, but we'll see, guys. We'll see. And when I say special project, it's not comics books related or anything like that, but it's something very, very interesting, which I can't wait to tell you guys about, but we'll see. We'll see. Hello. Let's see here. I hate everything about the Transformers movies, but not designs, says Scrimjaw. I do like the designs. I do. I know there's a lot of people who don't, especially some very, very hardcore Transformers fans. I know some don't think they're way too busy, the designs, but to me they make sense. But I like them. I like drawing them. So I could always draw your backgrounds. There you go, Robson. Maybe that's what we could do. Hey, Robson, maybe that's how we could collab. You could draw the characters, and I'll do the backgrounds. So we could do something like that later on. At what age did I take art seriously? Last year of high school. How old's that? Last year of high school. 17? 18? Or it's more like that's when I decided, yeah, this is the job I want. This is the career I want to go in. So again, not till later. I always assumed, even though I was drawing comic books in high school, I always assumed that I would, okay, this is just for fun. I'm going to go into medicine over here. But, you know, that's one of those type of deals. There. Arthur hated Starscream. You know that Alex here in the chat, Alex can draw that Starscream from memory, which is pretty incredible. He could draw that Starscream without looking at any reference and get all the details right. He's crazy that way. There you go. All right. I think so too. I think so too. Alex says I think more TFNs would be behind the movie designs if it was written better. Absolutely. I think so too. There you go. Oh boy. How long did it take your art to evolve into what you want it to be? That's a good question. Because I'll admit to you right now, I'm even today, I'm still, it's not 100% where I would like it to be. There are a lot of things that I could do better, I feel. And I think that's all of us. All of us are trying to improve in what we do. But like even me, I still struggle with, like, especially with my humans, I struggle with proportion and I struggle with anatomy here and there. So, but in terms of style, you know, it's pretty much where, you know, what makes you happy, right? Like I know if I you know, if I simplified my style a lot, then I probably would get more work. Do different artwork, doing different artwork, but at the same time, this is kind of like how I like to draw, and that's one great thing about the YouTube channel. I can draw any way I want, really, because it's for me. At the end of the day, it's for me. So again, you guys are just making up. How long did it take though? Like my. Because I would even say that even when I was doing Marvel and DC comics back in the day, my style was pretty much the same. Like my rendering style, it's pretty much the same. It's just I'm hoping the actual structure of the drawings got better, and there's me hoping. It's more of a hope against hope. There you go. Hands and feet shading are my faults. There, hands and feet. I'm the same, man. Hands. I don't know if Tom's online here, but remember, guys, when I was drawing that Obi-Wan, and then I drew that weird hand, and I covered it with black, and Tom won't let me. Tom keeps reminding me he screenshotted it, and he put it in the Twitter group. He keeps putting it up there. Tom. But yeah, hands and feet, definitely. I need to brush up on those for sure. Do I think putting Unicron in the TF movies was a good idea? Or do I think it will demolish the character with bad writing? I haven't seen the newest movie yet, so I don't know if Unicron played a part or not in it. You know what? Let's be honest. At this point, does it really matter? Does it? The Transformers movies are what they are. As long as they're directed by Michael Bay, they are what they are. You know. So I don't think he could hurt them in that sense, because they are what they are. Whether you like them or not, they are what they are. It is what it is. It is what it is. Hey, I sound like a... I don't know what I sound like. Scottish Scoundrel, your drawings are amazing. You're the only drawing channel I watch where I don't skip through parts of the video to see different stages. Oh, thank you very much, Scottish Scoundrel. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, right on, Simon. One day I'll have the same attention to detail. Progress slow on my end. Thanks for answering. No, not a problem at all. Like, especially if you guys are starting out. Again, basics, basics, basics. Don't even worry about detail. Like, details are like, it's later, you know? Get your structure down. That's way more important than adding more lines. Like, I remember when I was at Dreamwave, I held a become a background artist contest. We were looking for another background artist. So a guy like me who would just do the backgrounds. That's all we did. So, like even Alex, he was one of us. Not to bring back bad memories there, buddy. But but you know, they'd have a guy do the characters, and then we would do the backgrounds. And then there was, like, I held that contest. And you know, the prize was, well, you know, it was a job application. And then I gave them a sample pencils, and then they would have to draw the background around them. And then I would get some of these submissions where, like, for example, people would draw every single blade of grass. Like, literally, every single blade of grass. But the structure was horrible, right? The structure, the perspective was completely off. And that point you realize it doesn't matter how many lines you put in. If the structure's not there, the drawing's no good. It doesn't matter how many lines. It doesn't matter how much work you put in. It doesn't matter if that person worked on it. That person must have worked on it for at least 12 hours, at least. If not more, right? And possibly more, because, you know, when you're applying for a professional comics job, it's definitely more. But the structure's not there. The structure's not there. You need to know the fundamentals. You need to know the structure, or your drawing's going to fall apart. It's what my painting teacher always said when I was taking art fundamentals. He said it doesn't matter what colors you use or how much paint. If you're underdrawing for your painting doesn't work, then your painting won't work, you know? It's one of those type of deals. So detail is the fun part, but it's only fun if it looks good, right? You know what they say, if you polish up a turd, you know? There you go. Please put a tiny Megatron on Devastator's shoulder. Well, that'd be fun, maybe. Maybe. Yeah. There you go. Jan has a question. And how you doing, Jan? Welcome. How long does it take to get to the level where you could basically trace from your imagination? I've been drawing every day for 2 years, and my original drawings look... But I'd like to be more clear what you mean by trace from imagination. Are you talking about tracing other people's work, or you're like tracing your sketches, or what do you mean when you say the word trace? Because that's pretty important. Let's see here. Drawing every day. How long every day? Long every day. Every day. Okay, I see Alan has a question in the Twitch chat. Let me see. Isn't Metroplex your most detailed drawing? It's more. You notice how I word it, right? It's the most detailed drawing ever of, and then I covered it with I think. So, most detailed drawing ever I think of. Now, I'll admit to you, even when I'm done this, doesn't necessarily mean this will be the most detailed drawing ever of Devastator. My buddy Alex here in the chat, he has a pretty detailed drawing of Devastator himself, and you can check that out if you Google Alex Milne Devastator. Holy cow, he has a pretty impressive Devastator. So I'm not gonna try to beat that. I'm just gonna do my own thing, right? So I might not even label this most detailed drawing ever, but we'll see. We'll see. Let's see. Okay. I drew every day for 3 years, still do, but I was clocking in 8 to 10 hours a day. You see that, guys? I told you. I told you, guys. I told you guys, that's how you get the job. You got to do that even if you aren't getting paid. Let's see here. I think it was pretty detailed there, Alex. There you go. Master Chief's here. Hello. Or you mean Halo? Oh, that was corny. Okay, how many unsubscribes will I get from that one? There you go. Oh boy. Let's see here. What's my favorite? Seth Latimer asks, what's your favorite Autobot and Decepticon? Let's see here. Let me think. I'll go with Bumblebee. He's one of my favorite, if not Optimus. Optimus, those are the obvious ones. I love Starscream just because he's. I'll go with that. Bumblebee and Starscream. Let's do those two. Let's do those two. If I had to choose, trust the process. That's right, Amos. It's the journey, not the destination. There you go. Isaiah G Films asks, how do you decide what to draw? And he tips because it's hard for me to choose. Also, your art is amazing. I love the Thomas Wayne piece. Thank you very much, Isaiah G. I draw what I like to draw. I draw like if I didn't feel like drawing this, I wouldn't be drawing this. And that's one great thing about doing your own YouTube channel. It depends on what your goal is, really. What do you want to do? Is your goal to get a professional job? Then sometimes you have to draw things that you don't want to draw. What if you're just drawing for yourself? Just draw what makes you happy, man. Or what inspires you. Or go watch a movie and see if there's anything in the movie that inspires you, you know? That type of deal. Oh, I made this too far out. Ah, well. Let's see. RC Twins. Ironhide is cool. There you go. Yeah. I draw only things I don't want to draw. Welcome to comics there, Robson. And that's what it's like working in comics. Thank you to Robson. Twitch chat is not up. Okay. Are your Raptors gonna keep Kyle Lowry? He just signed. He just signed for 100 million, I believe. So the core is still together. Though I don't know if that was the right move or not, but it is what it is at this point. But yeah. So Lowry, DeRozan, and Serge Ibaka all back. Though they weren't able to keep PJ Tucker. He went to the Rockets. So yeah, it is what it is. So as you can tell, I'm super excited about it. There you go. Yep, check out the Draw with Jazz app. The Jazz app, yeah, that'd be fun. Yeah, if you don't know exactly what to draw. There you go. Robson is drawing Deadpool. Awesome. There you go. Hi, Danny. How you doing? Are these renditions of Transformers based off the G1, G2, or you come up with the designs yourself? This is based off the toy. I think I'm looking at the Masterpiece toy right now. But, like, it's not 100%, like, line for line. But, yeah, I'm just pulling little details that I like and then just kind of making it up as I go along type thing, so. But usually when I look at Transformers, I do look at a few things. I look at the original toy, and then I'll look at like whatever, you know, whatever some of the newer ones, the more detailed toys out there. And then I'll just add my own stuff afterwards. But Arthur, your Hawks, they pretty much traded everybody, right? So I think you're in full rebuild, man. Right? You just lost Millsap, right? Yeah, I think you're in full rebuild, and that's not a fun place to be, for sure. Well, I guess it's better than us Raptors going to lose in the you know, either the semifinals or the Eastern Conference Finals, you know. So, oh, Young Critic's going to unsub because I'm a Raptors fan. Well, see you later. There you go. Well, you don't like my visor either, so it is what it is. Come on, man. What's wrong with the Raptors? You don't like Drake? Come on, man. Now, I apologize to all my international friends who aren't NBA fans. Just once in a while. Won't be all the time. I've been crying for years now. Yeah, I think you're in rebuild mode too, right? Yeah. Well, Butler's gone, and I think Wade's going to be bought out. Looks like. So, we'll see. Oh, boy. So you can. I'm just making it up, man. I don't. This one actually should have been out more like this, but whatever. Whatever. Let me do something like this. So as you can tell, guys, I'm just making it up as I go along. Make it all up as I go along. Go along. Something like that. Let's see here. Go Cavs! There you go. Also reactionary to the Warriors. That's right. I got buddies here. They're huge Warriors fans. Here, and I was just in San Francisco, so you cannot say a bad thing about the Warriors. And when I was in San Francisco, my friend was watching a Warriors highlight on his phone, and I'm like, "Why are you watching that?" And then one of my friends, she just went off on me. She's like, "What's wrong with you? Yeah, you have a problem with champions?" Like, oh, okay, sorry. There you go. Robson hates the Cavs because he's of course, he's a Bulls fan. Of course you're going to hate the Cavs. The only thing the Cavs can do is get Melo, and I think that's about it. There's nothing else they could do. Well, I think we are looking at Warriors for the next 2 years, right? Durant signed for 2 years, right? So the next 2 years, Warriors going to three-peat. Because I don't think there's anything else the Cavs can do. I agree, Amos. Usually bad. Let's see here. Arthur's going to go to the when the Raptors play Memphis. Go for it. Go for it. There you go. Nah, Darmody, I think, what's it called? I think Iguodala, he just took that meeting with the Spurs just to try to get his value up. But he re-signed, right? He re-signed like $48 million, something like that. Verducio is a Bulls fan too. There you go, Robson. You have a friend there. There you go. KD jumped on the bandwagon. I agree. He did. And I think that's why it's easy to hate them, because it you know, unless you're from Golden State, the Bay Area, it looks like it, right? Like, I think the best example I heard of that, the best example, like a lot of people are trying to spew examples. The best example I heard of that was when, just say, you know, when when LeBron was beat by the Celtics a few years ago, that would be like LeBron joining the Celtics after the Celtics beat him. To me, that's what that felt like to me. But KD did prove himself in the finals, though. So, you know, I can't say anything bad about him. He's a champion. He's a champion, though. So, but again, nothing the Cavs can do to beat those guys. There's no one available. No one available. Like what? They're gonna get Carmelo and what? Though, it seems though people do improve when they start playing with LeBron, right? But you know, it is what it is. Apologize to all of my my viewers here who aren't basketball fans. I apologize. Look, I'm Filipino. We like basketball, right? So Kevin P.A. West, Bulls all the way for Kevin. So you got a little team there. You go, Robson. There you go. Skip Bayless will still cry about it. There you go. Arthur, did you see my Skip Bayless drawing? Have you seen that? Did you guys see that? I did. I created Skip Bayless farewell present for First Take. If you guys haven't seen that, it's on my channel. If you haven't seen that, but they aired it. They mentioned my name and everything on Skip's last day. If you guys haven't seen that. There you go. Robson is not a LeBron fan. There you go. There you go. Young Critic is from likes the Dolphins and the Heat. Well, but at the same time, you live in Florida, so I can't feel bad for you. You know. There you go. Corrupted is back. I should do a drawing of some basketball player. There you go. Yeah. Old basketball. Well, at least they keep it interesting, right? But again, like this upcoming season, I don't see anybody competing with the Warriors. There's no way. Now it'd be interesting if, well, even then they still have no chance. But what if Carmelo got bought out? What if he got bought out and then joined the Cavs with Kevin Love still there? Even then, they're going to lose, I think. All right. Anyway, so I apologize to all of you guys who are basketball fans. So that was my little basketball spiel. Basketball Joe. Yeah, basketball Joe. What time is it? It's already 7 o'clock. Holy cow. Yep. It's one of those things. You knew the Warriors going to win. Like, how could they not, right? 73 win team. 73 win team. And then they get Kevin Durant. Like, come on, man. How are they going to lose? If everybody stayed healthy. How are they going to lose? They ain't going to lose. Football. Grimjaw wants to talk about football. Now, which football are you talking about? Are you talking about American football? Are you talking about everybody else's football? There you go. Footy. You want to talk footy? Let's see here. Only one. Kevin P. West says the only way any other team can win this year if the Warriors starting five gets injured. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. And that's the only way they lost was when Kevin Durant went down this year, right? So. Let's see here. European, yes. Football. Gene likes rugby. There you go. There you go. Football to me means a devastator without glasses. Grimjaw would never call football the S word. There you go. How about footy? Can I call it footy? Because I think a North American audience will understand footy. Can I call it footy? That's funny. My director at Ubisoft, his name was Footy, so we'd call him Footy. Great guy, but he was very animated, very animated. But brilliant, dude, brilliant. There you go. There you go. I'd love to talk about footy, but I don't know footy that well. Can I talk about Toronto FC? Any of you guys watch MLS football? Or some like to call it... oh, I forgot. Never mind. Simon asks, what did I do at Ubisoft? I worked on Splinter Cell Blacklist. That was my my only AAA game on my resume. I was a storyboard artist for Splinter Cell Blacklist, and I got to go on the mocap set. That was a lot of fun. One of my best friends, he's one of the animation directors. Sorry, he's now in like one of the executive producers at Ubisoft now. He's big time. Big time. There you go. MLS is the place for superstars to retire. That's right. But at least it's local. There you go. There you go. This has been a very educational live stream into sports and art. I dig it. Thank you, Isaiah Spelms. So again, apologies for those people who aren't into those things. I apologize. But if you have any art-related questions, by all means, say them in the chat. I'll be more than happy to answer them. More than happy. I'm a happy guy. Happy. Have I ever drawn something with sports? Yes, well, Like I said, I did that piece for ESPN. That Skip Bayless, Stephen A. Smith's piece that they gave to Skip on his last day. I've done a piece for Pacquiao Mayweather, which actually got the attention of First Take. They wanted me to do something for that fight, and they were actually going to invite me to the fight if I was in LA, but didn't work out at the end of the day. Or you know what happened was First Take wanted me to do like this intro for them, and then when they pitched it, when the guy I was talking to, when he pitched it, they said it was too similar to something they were already doing on another show. I think the other show was His and Hers. They already had this art related thing on that show, so they didn't want to do it again. So that's why that fell through. So okay. Thank you very much, Young Critic. Thank you. He says one of his favorite artists on YouTube next to Draw Jazza. Awesome. That's great. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. But yeah, if you want to, feel free to ask me any questions you want. Also, for any of you who are new here, let's see, there's about 40 people watching this morning. Any of you who are new here, I always encourage you to not just watch me draw, but to draw along with me. Okay, so, and if you are drawing along with me, I'd love to see it too. So feel free to message me on Twitter or Instagram, tag me, and I'd love to see it if you're working on something right now. I'd love to see what Robson's working on, but I'm sure you can't show me what it was. Yeah, Verdesco, yeah, you know, it was what it was. That he's talking about the Mayweather Pacquiao, or no, not Mayweather Pacquiao fight, but the last Mayweather fight. So, and we'll see how this McGregor fight goes. I think we know how it's gonna go, but see, I'm making decisions here on the fly. I wanted to do something, and then it just changed my mind. And that's the fun part about drawing things for yourself. I could do this. But once I do it, I have to commit to it because it's there. It's in ink already. So, Darmodi's getting his first Wacom. Well, not first, but his Wacom tablet. Awesome. All right. Wildwolf wants me to take a look at his latest piece on Instagram. Yeah, I'll try to take a look at it after. Just remind me the next stream so I could talk about it in the next stream, okay? Okay, let's see here. Who's McGregor fighting? Mayweather. There you go. Oh, thank you, Young Critic. Thank you very much. That's because I shaved this morning just for you guys. Look at that. I shaved. Fresh and clean. Even took a shower for you guys. Look at that. Just in case you have smell-o-vision. Woo! Yeah, this is gonna take long. It's already what? It's already 7:19. Let's see here. How long did Matt Bondi says? How long did it take you to feel comfortable with getting perspective down? Taking me ages. Are you talking about overall, or are you talking about like for this piece here? Like overall, it did take a while. Perspective is one of those things I really, really struggled with when I was in high school. So I had a hard time drawing backgrounds because I didn't understand fundamentals of perspective. And if you looked at my old comic book that I did in high school, you could see that. Like I'd copy other people's backgrounds. So, like for example, I'd open up a comic book and then I'd look at how other people did backgrounds, and I tried to copy it without understanding the, again, one of those things, without understanding the theory of them, and it showed. And now that I understand perspective, I see all the problems with it. But of course, having 3 years training in perspective, it helps a lot. It helps a lot. So. Yeah, Kevin P. West, 23, nasty NDA stuff. Yeah, for sure. Which means you were doing professional work. So good on you. There you go. Hello, Swordfire Guy MC. Hello again. Good to see you. Let's see here. There you go. Thank you, Grimja. But you know, like me and him, we're completely different, right? Styles completely different. Attitude's completely different. So I wouldn't call one better over the other. Let's see here. Thank you, Matt. Thank you very much. Okay. Okay, you guys are talking about DC Comics. Awesome. I wish today was Wednesday because Mark, as I told you guys, Mark's coming over today, so it would have been fun to go to the comic store, which I haven't been in a few weeks just because I've been so busy. Mm-hmm. Can you draw yourself drawing yourself? Kind of like Norman Rockwell, right? Doesn't he have that famous painting where he's drawing? He's doing a self-portrait of himself, making a self-portrait of himself. Yeah, so that's very, very Norman Rockwell. If you guys haven't seen that painting, check that out. Norman Rockwell. Let's see here. Has my process changed ever since I've been recording my videos? That's a good question. Let me think about that. I don't, not so much. It's more the style of my videos changed more than my actual style of the videos changed compared to the actual style of drawing. Like if I were to go back to my very first videos, like I approach them the same. So I wouldn't say so. Not so much. Like the art style stayed pretty much the same. It's more the style of video more than anything that's changed. So there you go. There you go. So sometimes, guys, I just add stuff for the sake of adding stuff. I don't need to really add some of these lines, but I want to. Let's see here. Nice. You're being challenged the hardest thing possible for the you drew. What size paper am I drawing on? Grimjaw Jack asks. This is a 17 by 14 paper, so it's landscape. But I will be attaching another 17 by 14 page at the bottom of this once this top part is done. So as you can tell, lots of work to do. James, you got a lot of work to do. Got some work to do. Got a lot of work to do. Let's see here. Let's see here. I should draw Devastator being eaten by Unicron. That's too many lines. There. If I could draw any comic series, what would it be? That's a good question. Aside from my own, yes, I only want to draw my comics. Yes. Let me think about that for a second. Now, Robson will like this answer. Probably... Okay, this could be so interesting answers here. And you could, it shows my early image roots here, okay? I would say either Spawn, and for that story with Spawn, either he goes up against... is that Psykill, his name? Or sorry, Cygor, the monkey, the cybernetic monkey, or who was the green cyborg guy? I forgot. Maybe Robson would help me out here. What was that guy's name? Psykill? No, it's not Psykill. No, that was Cygor. What was the name of that? Cybernetic, dude, like from the early issues. I forgot his name. You guys could tell me that. But yeah, either that, or, it's going to surprise some of you, or one comic I think I'd do well with is Cyberforce. I think I'd do a great Cyberforce book. Though I don't think Top Cow would work with me again. That's another story for another day. I'll save that story for the podcast. Or this could be interesting. I would do like for Liefeld, I would do like a Bad Rock Die Hard miniseries. There you go. I would love to do that. Bad Rock and Die Hard. So some of you have no idea what I'm talking about, but that's fine. You're an early Image fan, or an issue of Youngblood. But yeah, I think I would kill a Die Hard Bad Rock miniseries. There you go. Overt Kill. That's it. Thank you, Kevin P. West. Got it. Overt Kill. Overkill. That's the one I was looking for. So there you go. By the way, anyone who gives spoilers for Spider-Man Homecoming will be banned. You are warned. I'm looking at you, young critic. There you go. Hello, hey PJ, how you doing, brother? Probably only for another half an hour, guys. I wish I could go longer, but I have to. Again, I have to bring my kids to their camp today. I'll be back a little bit later, though. I'm not sure if I'm just gonna continue working on this or if we're gonna do a fast draw. I do want to get a fast draw out of the way today. Question is when I'm going to do it, and we got the live podcast filming later today. So lots of streaming today. Lots of streaming. So also for the live podcast, again, I got to talk to Mark about it. However, I am thinking about just for the first one, we're going to stream it on this channel, but then the subsequent ones after that, we would stream on my second channel, my vlog channel. We might do it over there instead, and then bring an edited version over to the main channel later on, like for the weekend. Maybe I'll get my buddy to edit it, and then, you know, fill it with images and stuff like that for the channel a little bit later. But we'll see. We will see, guys. We will see. Let's see here. PJ says his niece says hi. Hello. Hi, PJ's niece. How you doing? There you go. Oh, excuse me. Let's see. Kevin would like to do a Star Wars series with Jackson from the old Marvel series. Love to draw a 7-foot tall green space rabbit. Yeah, that'd be awesome, man. Well, speaking of rabbits, I'm gonna be doing a cover for my buddy Apple. You guys know Apple. Apple is famous on my channel. I'm gonna be doing covers for his comic book company. If you guys don't know his company, Guardian Knight Comics. So I should be doing those relatively soon. Though I do have to finish that promo art, which I told you guys about. So I'm hoping to do that. Actually, I'm hoping to do that on the plane. I'm hoping to do that on plane. As you guys know, I'm flying out on Thursday. So I'm hoping to do that on the way back from my trip. So. She got excited. That's great, PJ. That's great. Said hi. Does she watch my Time to Draw show, PJ? Make sure she watches my Time to Draw show, all right? Are you drawing? Isaiah says, "Am I drawing this for comic?" No, I'm not. This is for me. This is more for me. So, okay, take care, Darmody. Take care. I think a lot of people left after all the sports talk. Oh, you got 3 of them. There you go. Awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and drawing in the symbol here. Like, I could digitally put in the symbol, but you know, I like drawing them in. Sometimes it can look, sometimes it looks bad. If you guys checked out my my Lost Light cover, I'm not sure when that's coming out, but you could find it on the internet. And I will have a video on that. I filmed that too, by the way, guys. I did another cover for IDW and I filmed it, so that video will be out probably next week. If it's not out next week, if I don't finish it, well, I have to finish this because if my buddy Kieran has any chance of finishing coloring this, he has to get it this weekend. So most likely what's going to happen is this particular video will be out on Friday, and then next week before TFCon I'm going to release my Lost Light, making the Lost Light cover. That's going to be out on Friday next week because I filmed that process as well. So you guys can see that then. Watch me put together that particular cover. But I drew in the Autobot symbol, and then after seeing it colored, it kind of looks wonky a little bit. But that's not the color's fault. That, you know, he's following my lines, right? So there you go. There you go. Do you live stream the digital coloring or refining of your artwork? That would be cool. It would be cool if I actually did the colors for this. So again, my buddy, my buddy's actually the one who he will do the initial colors on this, and then I will go and change them up. But again, the reason I don't stream that, my fixing up of the colors, is mainly because a lot of the things I do there, that's the stuff I teach to my students. And like I mentioned to you before, I don't like to show things that I teach to my students because it's not fair to them, because they pay thousands of dollars for me to teach them that stuff, and I shouldn't be giving that stuff away for free on YouTube, right? So, you know, or else why did they pay all that money to go to school? You know what I mean? So, let's see here. What about Dinobots? Dinobots are cool. They're lots of fun. Right on. Oh, Young Critic worked at WB. That's pretty awesome. What was your job over there, brother? So all my students, they know my tricks. So like, especially the one course. The one course, they literally pay like $20,000 to get into this one course. Can you imagine that? $20,000. So, you know, I want to make sure it's worth their while. Now, again, it's just not me specifically, but. And then when you know they pay that much money, the more you want to make sure, oh man, these kids need to get a job. So I do whatever I can to try to get these kids a job when they're done. I'm happy to say my what's it called? The first class I ever taught, my students there, in the first program, they just graduated recently. Like I'm seeing like couple weeks ago, they just graduated, and couldn't be prouder of those kids. And then about 90% of them have jobs in the industry already, which is fantastic. I'm very proud, very proud. Now the other 10%, hopefully they could find a job soon. I'm hoping. Okay. Right on. Right on. I hear you, Young Critic. I hear you. Yeah, fees are really huge abroad, and yeah, that's another reason why they paid so much, because a lot of them are international students. So. Just concentrating on making these little details here like this. Young Critic came around, likes the glasses now. There you go. Gene is paid for attending school. That's awesome. And that's how you know, like, because I there's a couple guys, students of mine, who are on scholarship, right? Now, two of them, they are extremely talented. These are the guys I told you before. They should be working in concept right now, right? They're that good. They are better than a lot of the professionals I've seen, and they should be working in concept right now. But because they got a full ride to school, they're taking advantage of it. Especially they're young, right? They're young, probably as young as a lot of you. They're 21 years old, I think, 21, 22, something like that. But they want to finish school because it's free. when they could be working right now, but they want, you know, like, hey, school's free, everything's paid for. Why not? Why not? Why not finish school, right? Because they are learning things that are, you know, some they know already, some they don't know, right? So why not? What's the rush? And that's my question to a lot of you. What's the rush? Unless, of course, you just need the money right away, of course. Oh, boy. Let's see here. How much do I spend on art supplies monthly? Not so much, really. Not as much as you think. Because I probably don't go to the art supply store every month. When I do go to the art supply store, I'll spend maybe between $30 and $50. So, how to get rid of the red lines? Imagination. I'll do it digitally, of course. Digitally. I could probably just do a color select, and that would do it. I'll just color select the red. So I'd scan this in color, and then use color select to get rid of them. And then turn to grayscale, then try to, once that's done, turn to grayscale, try to contrast the lines out. So, but the original, you'll see this in the original, all the red here. I might go and do an eraser pass on this though, because I went pretty dark with those red lines. Let's see here. I spend a lot because working on 3 different films. Okay, so Young Turks has a lot of work to do. There you go. Thank you, Wild Wolf. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, my friend. What time is it now, guys? So probably, guys, I'm only going to go for another about 18 minutes or so. How much are French curves? Depends where you get them. I could get a set of French curves right now for $3, $3 Canadian. How much is that? That's like $2.50 American. But I've seen stores carry them for $9 Canadian. And so it all depends. How many comics have you drawn on Transformers? How many? Oh, I'm not sure. Quite a few. Quite a few. Though not that many interior issues. Like interiors. Not as much as you think. Actual interiors, I'd say only between maybe 12 and 15. So not that many. I don't know if Alex is still on. Alex has been probably hundreds now. Alex is a regular Transformers artist. But me personally, 12, 15. I've done a lot of covers though. I've done a lot of pin-ups and all that kind of stuff. So, but actual interiors, not as much as you think. You're a little sleepy. Oof. Didn't even know about the French curves till I got to this channel. Are they helpful? They're helpful for me because a lot of these lines here, like a lot of these are free-handed, but a lot of them, just by having that slight curve on the line, really does make a difference. It takes it away from feeling so technical with everything. It takes away that technical feel. So I made a boo-boo again, hey guys? Made a little boo-boo. Made a boo-boo. It's supposed to go like this. I forgot to put this part here. I forgot that part. Ah, well. This is where you're like, I'll make it work. I'll make it work. No problem, Bob. Before I would, when I first started inking my own stuff, I would freak out if make mistakes like this. But now it's like, whatever. I'll fix it. Alex 75. There you go, Alex. Count it. There you go. And that's a lot of Transformers, man. I think Alex will can attest to this. An issue of Transformers could be like I'd say about 2 or 3 of a regular comic book. You know what I mean? Especially the amount of detail Alex puts in his work, for sure. So, have I ever restarted a drawing from scratch because the editor said no? Absolutely, a lot of times. But usually, usually it's because, not necessarily because the artwork was bad, but because it wasn't part of the story, or I didn't read the script right. So that's my own fault. That's been my own fault that happened. So. There you go. Okay, Robson did a ROM cover. Awesome, man. I want to do a ROM cover. What's called Chris Rawl. What's his role now, Chris? But he promised me that he would give me a ROM cover. It never happened. That was recent too. I gotta get back to him. See, I'm seeing problems with this drawing already, but it's like, I'll fix it. He's publishing now, right? That's okay. That's his title now, publisher. Now, Chris is a cool dude. I never met him in person though. Never met him in person. So I don't go to the bigger cons. Oh boy. What classes did I take after high school to get into the comic book industry? We weren't comic book industry specific. I took technical illustration in college, like I mentioned before. Same course Alex took, but that's not the reason I got the job. Though I did intern. It wasn't even an internship because I got paid. Times when we actually got paid. What's it called? Yeah, so my my work placement was at that company called Dreamwave, doing backgrounds for Pat Lee. So that was my first real job, and it worked because it was local. That's what it's local. Both me and Alex live in the Toronto, Canada area, so it's a lot easier for us to commute over there. Back in the days of the old studio system. It's completely old. I'm putting 3. The toy only had 2. I gotta put 3 because I'm cool like that. There you go. Let's see here. First portfolio view was it with Chris. That's awesome, man. You have any Pacific Rim art? My eye must be blessed. Yeah, I do have Pacific Rim art. Go check it out. Kevin P. West is enjoying the new ROM series. Awesome. Awesome. Have you been following Alex's work on ROM Transformers? If not, you should. All right. Oh, thank you very much, Isaiah. Thank you very much. Zulfagar is here. How you doing, buddy? Feels like Cheers, you know? Hey! Where everybody knows your name. Do, 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 do. And they're always glad you came. Now, how many of you don't know what that was? I'm just saying. Make me feel old. Who doesn't know what that was? You want to be where you can see the troubles are all the same. You wanna go where everybody knows your name. Hey, Nathan. Nathan's here. There you go. That's what this is. This is the art version of Cheers. That's what my live streams are. There you go. Oh, it's not out yet, Alex. So there you go. Oh, young. Didn't know what that was. Well, where do you live in the world, young critic? There you go. Oh, thank you, Zolfagar. Thank you very much. Making your way in this world today takes everything you got. I forgot the words. Well, your words didn't help a lot. Wouldn't you like to get away? James Reyes' virtual studio, the art version of Cheers. Oh boy. How much would it cost for a piece like this? This particular piece, a lot, a lot, Nathan. Now, this wouldn't be a standard commission piece. I saw your message on Twitter yesterday. Sorry, Nathan. I didn't get back to you, but I think you asked what my cheapest commission is, and it's $50 for a headshot. For a headshot. If you want to see examples of the headshots, just go check out that commission list that I have on my Facebook page there, Nathan. Okay, I show examples of what a $50 headshot looks like for me. All right, there you go. Okay, young critic, there you go. Could really help a lot. Wouldn't you like to get away? Yeah, pretty much. That's right. In UK money. UK money. Robson, how much do you charge for commissions? It's always interesting. I think me and Alex, we charge pretty much the same for our commissions, but interesting to see what you charge. But I think you could charge more because you're actually an established Marvel and current Marvel artist. Though I'm sure Alex has another 1,000 commissions he's got to do for TFCon next week. Alex's commission lists are insane. 20 to 200. There you go. Yep, sounds about right. Would the 200 would that kind of take color? You would that be in color, or is that like pure black and white still with the 200? Oh, not so much. Oh, don't remind. Alex, that's what you get for being popular, man. You got to be unpopular like me. It's more manageable. 200 UK for full body, no color. Wow. That inked, Robson? Yeah, I'll be honest, Robson. I'd charge that much, but nobody would buy it. They'd buy it off Alex, but they wouldn't buy it off me. Hey, Alex, if you need any help with those commissions, you know, I'm around, dude. Hello. Uh, oh, you don't like to do them. There you go. There you go. That's true. That's true. Headshots, they're more fun. They're fast to do. Like I remember that one TF con, I took way too many commissions because I didn't realize that I actually had to do the work. You know. So Alex knows, you know, you go there and then you have to pull an all nighter. That's the between the Saturday and the Saturday and the Sunday. Try to getting all the commissions done. There you go. Hey man, I'm just jealous of Alex. There, deserves it. Talented dude there. Yeah, that's true. Headshots 15 20 minutes. Well, depending what it is, right? When it's transformed, it's a little bit more detailed. There you go. Wouldn't you like to get away? I got the Cheers song in my head. In a way. Comic Con in Cardiff. Oh, there you go. Let's see here. Notice your name came up 2 more times on the guest list suggestion thing for Comic Con in Cardiff. Hey, well, by all means. So how does that work? They put out suggestions of creators you want to see, and then they bring them over. Is that how it works? What time is it? Oh, I only got a couple minutes, guys. Gotta get going. Gotta get the kids ready. So I should be back a little bit later today. Unlike last time. Last time I said I would be back, I didn't come back, and that was because I was editing most of the day. Um, but now I have to come back. Like I need to get this done before I go. So, but as you can tell, a lot of work to do here. A lot of work. So there you go. Used to do a lot more. Too busy. That's right. You got real work now. So, oh, and of course, right when I'm about to go, there are other people who come online. That her tish, water tish, her tish, water tish. We just finish this line over here, and then I'm gonna get going, my friends. So yeah, so watch out for a little bit later. Okay, I should be back up maybe around 10 o'clock. I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing a fast draw or if I'm going to be working on this. We'll see how that goes. I might do a fast draw because I do want a fast draw video up tomorrow. Or I could do the fast draw early in the morning tomorrow. We'll see. Yeah, if enough people say your name, I'm guessing you get the invite, but not 100% how it works. Yeah. So, not sure. Not sure how it works. Because I'll admit, like, unless they're actually fans of my channel, they're not going to say my name because it's been quite a while since I've worked on a mainstream comic, like regularly. Anyway, regularly. So, yeah. There you go. Rob says going to NBA 2K. There you go, man. Great way to celebrate, my friend. Great way to celebrate. But I'm gonna take you up on that that podcast interview, man. Maybe when I come back from my trip, bro. We'll see how that goes. Okay. Or hey, Alex, if you're not too busy, maybe we could do like a live podcast at TFCon. But most likely you're gonna be busy. maybe like in the morning, right? Like on a maybe the Saturday morning before the con, because I know you're gonna be super busy. But then again, you might be busy doing your commission. Maybe after the con. Maybe after the con, brother. Oh, he's on holiday from the 15th to the 30th. Okay, maybe we can make it work there, bro. We can make it work. All right, guys. So yeah, that's it for now. Not as far as I want. Well, for a couple hours, it's pretty much what I expected we would do for today. It's, as you can tell, lots of work to do here. Lots of work to do here. So we'll see how that goes. But thank you guys for following along and watching and keeping me company and for the entertaining conversations. Or Saturday night, yeah, maybe after the con, we'll see. Though I might be busy doing commissions there. Probably not. But there you go. Thank you guys so much for following along. Good morning, good evening, good night to everybody. And again, I should be back in a few hours. So that is what it is. Take care, guys. High five to everybody. High five here. High five here. High five here. High five here. I'll see you guys very soon. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.